Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear PK. Happy birthday to you. Come, Paul. Arise. Make a wish. It's birthday kolachki. Yay! Yay! Make a wish, Paul. Make it a good one.
Hi, I am Richie's grandmother. I would like to say, shut up, Sarah.
Hello.
Hey gang, there's a snuff film playing over at the Rialto. Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh, wait for me.
Here comes Big Fat George.
Takes a week.
That was called Sarah's My Extra Special Friend.
Blowjob junkie.
The way we thought the world was going to go, we were wrong.
50% off. We'll bring samples to your home so you can choose your carpet where you use your carpet. And we'll install next day complete with padding with no monthly payments till next year. Even a free Wilson Michael Jordan basketball. Save 50% during Empire's big spring sale. But there's just a little time. So call now.
588-2300 Empire. I'm your special friend, PK. Come in action, full force. Yeah, right.
Well, no, actually. How are you feeling right now? I'm feeling alright. A little drunk. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all the livelong day. Wheels on the bus go round and round.
The overreaching theme is that, yes, I believe in the internet. I believe it'll get increasingly popular, and we're doing some neat new things to take advantage of that.
You've got a lot of cash on hand, yes?
Right.
All right.
Actually, you're starting to slowly resemble a friend of mine of George's and myself. Yeah. Betty bought her butt some... What she said, the butt bitter? If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter better, but a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butt better than her bit butt, and she put it in her batter, and the batter was no bit. So a bit of Betty bought a bit of better butt, and Roy Paul too.
Roy Paul. What was that about?
So it's not safe outside.
Oh, that's right.
So how do you feel about like religion and the implications of like being a tits and ass kind of guy?
Like, how did they interact? Or how
Yeah, right, something like that.
I don't know. You can balance the two.
You can?
Little God, little tea man. Never did body no harm. I
Mhm.
think that,
I think that the puritanical Christian dogma was necessary for us to have the backlash of TNA currently.
Well, hasn't TNA been around longer than God?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the chicken and the egg, you know?
Which
What
do you
came
think?
first?
Which do you think came first? You're on the hot seat.
I think God created TNA. You know?
But so if God created TNA, don't you think God, you know, kind of like digs that scene?
Oh, word, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So he's a
That's why they got it all mixed up.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I think you gotta respect the TNA.
588-2300. I told you about that shit when I was a little kid. He was like fucking strumming an acoustic guitar. And he's like, hi, you still haven't called me. Even though we get padding and installation free.
Oh dear. Sing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven.
On camera, baby. Smile, bitch. Oh shit. We missed her dancing though. That's the worst part. She was fucking cutting it up, man.
Taste me now, like a...
There's always a better scene. There's always a party, always a chance to be the superstar you always imagined. I get up and nothing gets me down.
And we're all valid, man. It's like, you know.
So what's that do for people who are invalid?
They just stay inside. But anyway, like
Those aren't Santa Claus? Oh no, those are babies.
Feels like a bottle or something.
Yay!
Yay!
Read the card.
Wow!
Read the card on there.
Read the card on there.
Rich Fourth from what? Aunt Jew?
Yeah.
You're just obsessed with putting things on your head tonight, aren't you, Rich?
Yeah.
More party hats. Give yourself 2 of them. You can be a little demon. There you go.
The bottle or something. Nothing in there. Bottle of what?
I'd be scared if I were you.
Wow.
Oh, ouch. Oh, you're losing the scarf, though.
I know.
I guess you can't have your cake and eat it, too. That's why we don't have a birthday cake.
Diet fat burner.
Orange flavored.
Drink it!
Suck it out!
Suck it down! Suck it down! Come on, suck it down!
Yay!
Yay!
Extension cord.
Notice the color.
Brown. Because when you think PK, you think brown.
Extension cord.
You gotta read that book out loud.
Yay! Yay!
From Super K, even better.
Oh no, you haven't even found the good part yet.
Yay! Oh my god, it's Bunghole Surprise! Thank God, Paul!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, bunghole surprise. Part of a man's diet every day.
All the nutritional goodness of an egg salad.
She lost her innocence alone one night, and we've sworn it now gone.
The internet is the most democratic medium there's ever been. It's not just a few guys who own newspapers or network channels who get to decide what's on. Anyone can publish. You just buy simple software and you're out there. And so no one will have any kind of dominant position. Not even the real media companies, the Time Warners, the Disneys. They will share this space with thousands of entrepreneurs or just teachers or anyone who wants to come in and say what they want to say. So we're going to have a lot less concentration and a lot less media power thanks to the internet and the basic structure that it
Yeah, but at
has.
the same time, it offers all kinds of other opportunities.
The other famous spiritual, I need a freak. Alright, I'm gonna drop these bottles. It's bunghole surprise.
Saturday, sunny, high in the low 80s, a little cool.
Wait, you like the court gesture.
Gesture?
Gesture.
That's
Over
the court
there.
gesture.
And we're all born knowing that we're gonna die. And I mean, it's all a lie. You know, so I
What's
think-
all a lie?
What?
What's all a lie?
All of it, you know, so I think that like when you know, kids.
My dog doesn't like it up there.
Yeah, you should not.
Oh, be careful with that.
We're just reflecting you back at yourselves.
We're laughing at you.
Future generations.
Parasite. I am not John Sway. John Sway is the man of the 90s. Papes calls him Buddha. PK calls him Sir. I call him close personal friend.
Shut the fuck up, we're filming.
We're searching for the answers to the end. Ride the train again.
He didn't guess.
Oh, you have to guess. What's in there?
To tell you the truth, I don't even remember.
Me neither. Come on, Paul, you have to guess though. Come on, give it an attempt.
Give it an attempt?
Yeah.
Let's see, lightweight. I don't know, it could be...
I think it's a box of condoms.
Is that your guess, Paul?
It could be a box of slippers for all I know.
Okay, it's a box of... Paul says it's a box of slippers. Let's see if he's right. Yay! Yay! Oh, party's over.
Time for Reggie to go to bed. Yay!
Yay! Oompa! Woo! Yay! Nor do I wear argos.
That's a little too golfish. Eh?
Best left for a different age, I think.
Ah.
Yes. This one. A balloon theme is getting established.
What do you think will happen once the retro fashions have run through their course?
K-Tel will probably put out the best of grunge in the 90s.
Oh God.
That's,
K-Tel, gotta love the Matrix.
yes, that's probably what's going to happen once the retro, Love 90s retro. Yeah, big pants day or something. Okay. Next.
Next.
John Sway parts Times Square like it's the Red Sea. John Sway is the prodigy of technology. It takes a teenage riot to get me out of bed right now. Kristen. No big hair. I do not have an imagination. I only have a vision. 97.
42.
Don't make it that dark. You have to go over every single mark. This stuff's permanent usually.
Shut up. Y'all be laughing too much.
Like it's across the belly button, like Gwen Stefani style.
Alright, Rich, I don't mean to be raunchy, but could you blow on my stomach, please?
What?
Just blow on it. Are you getting this on tape? Where do I get that side? I get to blow on that a little bit. Dude, seriously, because it's weird, bro. Just like blow on it.
And now with the internet, you can see it on college campuses where kids take it for granted that they can sign up for courses, order pizzas, get in touch with their friends. They're living a lifestyle where the web, the internet are taken for granted. And the rest of the world is just slowly but surely being drawn into that.
Just like me.
Sarah, we're gonna play.
Far from you.
They're both part of the Eastern Bloc.
Actually, Eastern Europe, if you want to get really technical, would be the former Soviet Union and China. But if you want to be American about it, yes, that's correct,
Well, they're
Rich.
all
It would
goops
be
to me.
Well, okay. And that's fine too, but
The milkman came talking all full of disease. It took away my best friend.
Steve Reeves getting lubed up on the set of Hercules Unchained, and they say R2-D2 was a lesbian? Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine. Baby, can't you see what I mean?
Mr. Williams has his paycheck on the rocks. Ride that train, my friend.
Yeah, paste while you record.
I think that's gonna make it like, whoa, what's with the index?
It's tip for the camera on its side.
Whoa.
Is there a general theme or color expressed in your writing or art or music?
I'd have to say blue in its many shades, going into purple, but blue not in the Ellingtonian sense. Blue in more of a red sense.
So, like purple or?
read it to the camera, Rich.
It says, Screw you, PK. That's a pretty nice haircut. Why, thank you. You want to fuck me Deliverance style? That crazy girl comes into work. The one who has like the crush on me.
Oh wait, the one on the spaceship?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like it's a long story, dude. I grabbed her hand and in big red marker I wrote officially kosher across it.
Oh my. Does she like it?
I ended up getting her phone number.
Damn.
How many phone numbers is that, Rich?
Larissa, this Jewish girl, Sun Me. Well, that's up to 3 so far.
Oh my
Get these. Put them on, Paul. Put them on. Yay! Put them on, Paul.
Yay! Excellent.
Take the sacred, abuse it, make it even more sacred.
But I guess that's Riverside, so that's Marcy.
The president is in the church fixing nails on the cross.
We're just reflecting you back at yourselves.
Why she look at you?
She fucking looked at you and smiled. She's like, oh my god, they're filming me. Oh, and notice they stayed the fuck back too, man. Well, the reason I turned on the camera, she was like bopping around. I was like,
Dunley. Where were you when that was announced?
I made it up, hon.
No. Georgie Porridge did. Donley.
Anyway.
No, because he would never say Donnelly. He'd always say Donley. It's like, no, it's Donnelly. And he's like, no, it's Don Lee. So
Donley?
it was...
Donley.
It's actually Donnelly.
She's not Sarah, she's Donley. The horse rider in the sky.
Of the hill people. John Sway makes Pavlov's dog respond to the sound of lightsabers. I want to fuck Vicky from Small Wonder. John Sway made this world safe for seam-stitched pants. But he's not just looks. John Sway is the man of the 90s.
Old soldiers in the ground never make a sound.
Do you want to, Paul, do you want to tear your eyes away from Betty's tits and help me out here?
What do you need help with, sir?
Alright. That's over there. Down, boy.
Hey. It's a winner, Marcy.
Take the sacred, abuse it, make it even more sacred.
Always hacking it.
Now in this one, this is Marcy, who's thinking to herself, I like it up the ass.
Wow.
I am the pie, Don Lee is the pie tin, Paul is the crust, and George is that guy. Mobb Deep called their record Hell on Earth for a reason. Think about it. Line dancing as Nazi propaganda march. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Kristen. What's that spell? Why, it spells Propaganda is explanatory fiction, kids. No big pants. I am not bitter. I am not angry.
So you don't have to like...
What town is this?
Kenny will get jealous, North Riverside.
Happy birthday, North Riverside!
What was that for? You crazy kid.
Take 3. You're gonna suck it down, Paul.
Suck it down.
Suck it down. Come on, Paul. Drink the fat burner.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Come on, Paul.
Let's suck it down.
Come on.
Yum. Suck it down, Paul.
Hold
Suck
your
it
nose
down.
and swallow.
Fat
It's a
burner.
pass around now.
Richie, take a shower. And
Yay!
Take the sacred, abuse it, make it even more sacred.
But sometimes I get a little down, a little weak in the knees, a little thin in the eyes.
Thin in the eyes?
Thin in the eyes. And I look up at heaven in its glory, and God peers down through my hour of darkness, through the shards of clouds, and God says to me, Boogaloo.
George Bush, your mom. Let the after hours begin. Ladies and gentlemen, the birthday village.
Birthday, PK.
Happy birthday, PK. Oh man.
HP. No, HB, PK.
You look smashing, right?
Ride my train, the man just went insane. Plastic fingers shaking before your eyes.
Film him.
Come on in here, man. Shut the door. All right.
Yes, my son.
Father.
What's up, kids?
Not much, Sarah.
Rich, what's on the agenda next?
It's Paul and I are gonna do some reading, so.
You guys need more buying?
What's that?
You need more of this?
Just fucking leave it in here, man.
Only one, I mean, there's only half bottle left.
Richie, I say we dump the glasses.
I hear you singing in the wire. What do you consciously hope to achieve when you write poetry?
Consciously hope to achieve. I hope to consciously achieve what I can't achieve unconsciously.
But there's one thing I gotta get off my chest. I learned the lesson that existentialism is a bore, and after further recollection, the truth is that some people's lives are worth more than others. Papes is in Tangier, spreading the family name. Can't do it by yourself, you go blind doing that. And all the while, John Sway wonders why people pay $20 to hear glam rock from 1972.
Somebody else someday. That's when the phone rings. And once again, I start to pray.
Aren't you worried about the police?
If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. But you better hurry, because it won't be here long, you motherfuckers.
So are you an ass master?
Tends to.
Mhm.
Suck it all down. My philosophy.
Mhm.
It is heartening, though, that, I mean, look at this face, that there is room for every one of us, that somebody is going to find us sexual.
He knows what he is. You know what you are, as I know what I am. We all know what we are.
Alright,
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Hey, Paul, what was your, other than the Renaissance, what was your favorite historical period?
A period where no one had Eastern infection.
Oh, New England.
Hold up, Rich. Where are you kids going? Nowhere.
Paul is the PK Piggy. Bobby Beausoleil, baby. Never
Sadie.
forget.
Sadie.
Bobby Beausoleil, baby. Never forget.
Sadie.
No justice, no peace.
Just Sadie.
Just Sadie. No justice, no peace. Never forget. Never forget, man. Death Valley 69, Spawn Ranch. No justice, no peace.
Put it away, Rich.
Bobby Beausoleil.
Sadie.
Political piggy. No justice,
No
no
peace.
peace. Tex Watson.
Two of them.
Can you do a tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree?
Ah, there goes Ty Yellow Ribbon.
Mr. Williams, here's your ticket. Don't forget your glass guitar. Ride my train, my friend.
But nonetheless, I digress. I used to chew razor blades in the days of Miss Pac-Man and spell my name in piss on this fat girl's front lawn. It better work out. I hope it works out my way. Come on, Paul, drink it.
Yup.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Suck it down.
Ooh, yay.
Burning the fat. Is it good?
Actually, I think there's a sea lion here anyway, so.
Oh, she...
Always a kidder.
He tried to shaft us.
Oh, right.
glue, chewing on lead.
For those of us who live in an individualistic and materialistic world, it's hard sometimes to remember that overcoming is more than a...
This is how appropriate. Kishka! Yay!
Yay!
Oh, fat burners on it.
Do you have any heroes outside the rock genre?
No, see, I'm very stupid. Actually, could you talk slower? Because I'm not catching everything. Yes, I'm very limited. I'm not that bright. But I think about John Sway. Hey, who doesn't? I do not have an imagination. Korea, 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 Korea. Space Invaders still blips in my mind. The 1984 Utopia. Hey Ma, I got the high score. Make me some cookies. Hesitate, you die. In 1984, John Sway discovered Madonna. In 1984, my mother single-handedly revived the Farrah Fawcett haircut. In 1984, Reagan...
We're just reflecting you back at yourselves.
We're laughing at you.
My mom.
Hot dogs.
Of course. Sarah, you don't see my parents when company isn't there.
That's
they start to
very
beat me.
Do they?
Nice.
They beat you?
Yes.
They beat me too.
Yeah, but you asked for it.
Yeah, so that's not a real big problem.
I have no interest in it.
Mr. Millett's got it on videotape.
There's a satellite of Jews, Zionist cyberbankers coming for you.
So is he like just like the cock, or?
He's just really dumb.
Here's your passport.
For Berlin. What airport are you flying out of?
Isn't it a good likeness?
Mm-hmm. It is.
I found this on the street.
That's excellent.
See, this shows you what consumer America can do. These are Nikes, too. They show the force. I believe they cost somewhere around 90 bucks. Pair of tennis shoes, comfortable, overpriced.
Oh wow, that's a nice shirt.
Evil, evil people. Alright, we're gonna fade out now because I'm sure everybody's like thoroughly bored. So hold it down. Wow, look at it fade. Look at it go. It's fading, fading, fading. Yeah, it's pretty faded. Look at how great it is. This is like what's really behind everything once you turn the lights off. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
We've seen miracles. We know that anything's possible.
For Rich. Do you want fries with that?
No friggin' way!
El túnel es el sitio más cotizado de Pereira. Hasta allí llegan cientos de hombres, según ellos, para lavar el coche. Pero la verdad es que lo hacen para ver a las muchachas semidesnudas.
Mirar a ver cuál es el misterio de esto.
Ya, pero expectativas con las muchachas no.
No, en ningún momento. Es que yo tengo una novia que no la puedo traicionar.
El túnel es una especie de discoteca en la que hay luces de colores y música estridente. Es permitido el...
Don't you want me to make you? It's coming down fast, but don't let it break you. Tell me the answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, helter skelter. Helter skelter.
Look, I don't need to be doing this.
I know.
I didn't ask to do this.
Yeah, I know. But you are.
Use the phrase paranoid schizophrenic in a sentence.
Hi, how are you?
Alright, I will not acknowledge you. I do not care if you smile at me. Too late for any unspoken apologies. I will tell you, fuck you, to your face. I will not hide behind unreturned phone calls, no addresses to write, no phone numbers to call. Fuck you to your face, so says me. 3 years of friendship mean nothing anymore. I'm actually quite happy we no longer speak. For if I would probably be disappointed in you. Forget my phone number if you haven't face. You did not fall gracefully, but collapsed under apathy, surrounding yourself with assholes. It does not concern me anymore. I don't care to hear your sad tales you speak of, stories of glory and failure. I do not wish to drink tea with you. Take your sadness, grief, and martyrdom and lay it on someone else's doorstep. Fuck you to your face. Poor, apathetic, unappreciated, sensitive Jesus Leo man. Take your curls and cut them. Take your hair and dye it. Handle it all by yourself, and while you're at it, go fuck yourself. Fuck you to your face.
Problems all left alone. Weekenders on our own. It's such fun.
Ha sido tan rotundo que las mujeres de Pereira y sus alrededores protestaron. Querían también venir a ver una...
This is my favorite poem I've ever written. It's called John Sway is the swellest guy I ever met. I'm good. I'm hot tonight. Hit it, Paul. Take it, baby.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Anyway, I have a syntax error. A frolicking banshee beast won't leave me alone when I'm sleeping, when I'm eating, when I'm obliviated. Like a cloud conforming to the heat, I have a syntax error.
It was originally supposed to be for some sort of jock, but I took it.
What made it for some kind of jock?
It was
Is that the
like,
brand,
like
or?
a red, like outdoor, like hunter, like go shoot something shirt.
Mhm.
I took it and cut the pockets off and left the buttons
Why'd you leave the buttons?
as implication of nipples. And I cut the collar with a razor. See, you're supposed to wear. I'm wearing it wrong. I'm wearing my clothes wrong. So I'm supposed to have it up like a priest, you know, to kind of give it a cathedral air of grandeur. You know, like see like that. You know, and then I took on the back with a magic marker and wrote me with a big heart, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you write me in a big heart?
Because I love myself.
I have a syntax error. Stolen from my programs, the lethargic constraints, laughing at my fits, calculating slits of immortality.
This one, Paul is the little boy. Donnelly, after much deliberation, is the thing that the boy is holding.
This is
What
the
was
poem.
that in the first one?
When PK's a very good boy. When PK's a very good boy, he shall have whores and custard. But when he does nothing but ball, he shall have nothing but mustard. And Alyssa too. Yay! But you know, Paul, there's times when I'm so alone, and we're all so alone in our dark hours, and we need our friends to pull us through. And there's one thing you can do, and that's the boogaloo. I have a syntax error. Stolen from my programs, the lethargic constraints, laughing at my fits, calculating slits of immortality. I have a syntax error that justifies everything I want, tells me what to do, tells me there's sincerity to prove, that opens up my stomach when I'm dreaming, and fantasizes about infecting my acrylic soul.
Supposedly like harmless, like it's totally like the most harmful thing.
Cocaine. My nose.
Oh no, I missed
I'll move on because I'm gonna get in trouble here.
Those skirts are always trying to raise hell.
Who's Rich? Give us some wisdom, Rich.
What?
Give us some wisdom. I'll turn the light on.
No.
Here.
Wisdom. Thee who walks through the valley of the shadow of light will encounter it. I have a syntax error. Ah! No, only if it was Sarah, man. Marcy's taken. I have a syntax error that doesn't breathe, that doesn't bleed, but gravitates in parallel lines from heart to head, producing a gelatinous strain of indecisiveness, forgetting the trains of time and tracks of my mind. I have a syntax error that doesn't want to leave, that nightmares my DNA, that I'm slowly peeling away before I fall prey to its fangs, and I'm nothing but a machine with a syntax error. This athletic supporter, if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter. Woo!
Yay! You know, sitting on the corner, we can't take out these knives all the time. Crisp in the dark.
She called up from a party after drinking all night. She said she'd been raped, but that she liked the sensation. The listener concluded that she is a rape and went back to bed. She called back the next morning, but the machine picked it up.
The soundtrack you must buy. This is a poem called Dissatisfaction. My words have been repeating old lines, withered thoughts. My veneer does not want to be pierced and is afraid to reveal the plain bluntness. Perhaps someone threw a switch, a pleasant banner. It's cold in the world of time-limited drives when rain and lightning keep watchguards awake in their beds. They grumble at not being able to ride to clubs at 11 p.m. and arrive at 4 or later to sleep with the rising sun watching over like the shade of a city skyscraper. The grumbling continues at 4:30 over cups of sterile coffee, freeze-dried bland. When home and asked questions of me, I heard no ears open inside to listen. Instead, a quiet voice was made to be pacified and reheated pizza crust, tomatoes, and plates of sliced fruit fed on spiked metal to my open mouth on the bed as if I were some Roman god lying prostrate on a marble bench, or a mental patient repeating from the voices swarming through the portholes of sensory confusion that Haldol is in the Chicken Ranch Club sandwich on the platter. It's only there to placate, nullify and ignore, make invalid my tired attempts. It's just scribblings of black ink which try to speak. I never know if they speak. My voice cracks a chord and squeaks to turn an ear. Clouds of gray come to sway above it all. From where will fall the rain?
The pregnancy is aching and not coming soon. The fatted calf's got a broken leg, better leave today. He slobbers and grunts and he has been taught to beg.
You think dreams come true?
Only when you wish upon a star.
What you got here is bunghole surprise. It's good eats. How about a crouton? Cherry for the kill of a camera lady. How about another crouton? Yeah. Crouton for the love of the camera lady. So anyway, there's a lot. You can almost see the creamy goodness of the bunghole.
Yes, you can almost see it.
Of the bunghole surprise. The surprise is that ain't ice cream.
I want to remind you that I am just a Jewish kid who grew up in Gary, Indiana. Ignore the fact that you may be watching me on TV. That doesn't make me a TV-type person. I'm not a celebrity. Actually, we both know that I probably don't belong on this TV forum. Regardless, For the moment, I'm here, and I want to tell you something outrageous that happened to me, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I really want to tell you so that you'll know how big my God is. Please don't confuse this story with bragging. If you've ever heard this show before or met me, you'll know that I'm not that good at what I do. I do my best, and I work very hard at what I do, but we both know that I don't deserve to be here. In any case, I took the time to wear my fancy suit, so I'm going to tell you my outrageous story. Here I go.
What advice do you have for the young people of this country?
Fuck.
Okay.
Isn't he such a good guy?
He is, though.
What?
Have a seat, Smith.
Wait, what'd you say?
Just read.
Alright. Well, all the shit that Paul has here is about a year old. I didn't bring any of my own. This one's 2183, written about exactly 12 months ago, so. Alright, 2183. Let's see what the next track is. I might change up. Alright. Blue streets in November, Chicago, red bag bouncing at the shoulder. Slow down, I'm not that fast. I'm a little pedestrian in the daytime, unsure of myself in the sunshine. I've got no motives.
Do you have any embarrassing moments that stand out in your life?
Yes, but I'm not about to share them.
Oh, rats. What kind of food equals poison to you?
Meat.
I had all my time on a red velour sofa. It's not mauve, it's not puce, it doesn't look anything like you. It's ugly, it's red, it's got plastic cushions. I spilled my apple juice on that sofa. Or is it a love seat? Or is it a futon? It might be a bidet for all I can see, whatever the hell it is. I don't want to sleep on it or eat your chocolate cake anywhere near it. I don't even want to go in your house. Because your dog humps my leg, and Donnelly picks my teeth, and your dad chews my eyelash. There's not 1 inch of floor space clean enough to lick. You turned my water brown.
Pushing their shopping carts around. Shopping carts, coal carts. What's the difference? They move, not know why they're there, awed by the experience.
Fist fuck.
Did you find them?
Tucker. The red lights turn to green. Alright, Paul. You know what to do, baby.
How's that sound to you?
Should we make the torture worse for you before the night goes on?
God, I hope not.
The witty repartee of PK and Syrah.
Syrah.
Sirhan.
Sirhan. Oh my, am I gonna get shot?
Sirhan Donnelly. Man, that was chic. That was... Man, that was exquisite. And elegant.
And ecstatic. The nouveau riche.
You can't always just run away and get your own island because you have to learn how, you know, to sometimes live in society and be the spiritual being that you are. And you have to be able to live around bullshit like that.
Yeah, and like bagging on the bullshit. He's under the neon. It's just a cop out. It's possible.
What, blaming it?
So yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, blaming the bullshit. Instead, like, you know, dance around and let your cootie hang out, you know.
Right. Amen. Alright. Like even for those of us who don't have clitties, like we can
be saturated but recycled.
We can have like a conceptual clitty.
You know? That's it.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah.
Hey Rich, why do you have pictures of houses all over your house? Have you lived in all of them?
Yes.
To remain as I am means to keep you at bay. You're constantly so addictive, like an unseasoned peach. You've got me set off like a phantom dial tone, but you never exactly said what it was you needed for your roving stranger or love child. You never quite specified, and I'm just out of the shower and you still got me coughing up hairs on my chest, baby. 1,000-leggers are still crawling up the sink, and the Chinese girl is still out of reach. And there I'm sitting drinking tea. You don't have to worry about keeping up appearances, honey. I've seen it before. Your dirty fingernails, your morning breath, your temptation that you're flinging in my night shift face, baby. Yes, the Cobra and shotguns feel good in my hands. They feel like long-lost best friends. But I remember a time when I was just stuck in a line trying to buy popcorn for you, baby. And I want to think about everything that's going on, and you want me to be about me, but how can I be me when you're ghostwriting my autobiography, honey? And I think that I am ready for winter in Siam, but how do you know this is even about you in the first place, huh, honey? The squad triangle that you like to keep clean is suffocating that feeling that you gotta watch who's coughing near your back or that they're gonna take you away soon. Doesn't it want to make you cringe and reflex your childhood into the ravings of a clown, baby? Talking to me on a ledge, Easter time ashtrays that pinch my jawline, and you don't even take the time to remember what Joan Crawford did to baby Jane, do you, honey? And the airless, airy voodoo boy tells me how to get me published, but he's still reading books that got me off in 7th grade. Do you understand now, baby? It's me that was wrong for not...
I feel like George can't get to me.
But Rich is here now, and everything's gonna be alright.
What are your hopes and dreams for the new year?
Isn't he so charming, folks, you know? He's a golden boy here. We're on camera here, I just got a thumbs up. 3, 2, 1, go!
Actually, it's 3.
Everyone's a critic these days.
Damn it. Go ahead.
They say for every boy and girl, there's just one love in this whole
Like
world.
so we. And if it's Friday, if I'll suck your tits, bitch, if you're lucky. But it's Saturday, or actually it's Sunday, so I'm out of luck. We are just 2 nurses on the staff.
And so, as this is more or less one of my few remaining nights of summer before I return to the beloved U of I.
Shut up, Sarah.
I only have a vision. Madonna giving head to a water bottle in Truth or Dare. Little Lord Corduroy pissing in his pants, and they say R2-D2 is a lesbian.
Can't you see me standing here? I got...
Shut up, Sarah.
But what's real is the absence of time. And that's what we're here to attempt to explore for you and for your viewing pleasure. And this is stage 1.
Sarah. Sorry.
Kick your ass.
Promise.
Alright, Beavis.
Gee, folks, we have a lovely and large and lively crowd tonight. This one is called...
Yay!
Yay!
Go BK! Happy birthday, Paul!
Go back.
Go ahead.
Suck it down.
Suck it down!
Push the fat burner.
Bring it on!
Suck it down!
He's rich and he does stuff like that.
To breathe, to sleep.
By all means, sir, by all means. Now I take leave. Yeah. Let Mr. Richard Millett take over.
Acting that strong, but if I acted strong, would you want me to turn into Ted Bundy? Now, would you really want that? Now, would you, honey? You just can't ride on my gypsy queen after you've broken on all my guitar strings. But do you think that one doe-eyed glance will make me nostalgic for my mama anyway? Your tears rained on my sweater and 2 years of Aprils don't make it too easy. But how easy can it be when you still take his phone calls and try to convince me of your fealty? And I thought of that April and wanted to relive its minefield days. But after all, would I or you want to be memorialized in a synthetic Avedon photo anyway, honey? Paying your rent is such a crawl, because living in an ivory tower is so expensive and all, and the upkeep is hell when the landlord's away. Isn't it getting repetitious, honey? You say you want my painting that I did for you and mine. You say you want to know me all over again, but you still pretend that I'm what I'm not, and you've still got me locked in your collage, and I don't want to be compared or considered, baby. You better cut out while you got time. You better visit me soon, because now he's mine, and he's still uncircumcised and talking to me as if he's got something valid to say. But dirty linens leads to dirty hands, and why do I have to be telling you this in the first place, honey? And you're seducing me with your eyes, and my conscience is ready to subside, but you can't find a support group for single-person relationships, now can you, honey? I hesitate to say I'm a good person. I hesitate to say I care enough to stay. I hesitate to say there's something wrong with you, but neither of us ever cared passionately anyway.
You should go that way.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you can go around this way. What? I don't know. I don't even feel guilty about it. I'm sort of like proud of the fact that like I'm.
Oh yeah, they're back! Ah, they're back in the tracker. There they are. Paul, we are gonna have to speed like motherfuckers. We're like sexually harassing them with this very camera. This camera. Oh, look at that back end. Oh yeah. Oh, you're evil.
Hi.
Paul, right lane, baby.
If I get ahead, hold on, I ain't clear. And now I am. Get ready.
I can't do this. I'm driving.
Well, it doesn't. No, it's cool. It's all good. All right, kick it up.
Gotcha again.
What'd they do?
They're just looking like, oh, we've been had. We've been violated.
I've been violated.
Those bastards. Where's the riot girls?
Joseph Goebbels.
Pine Mountain Logs. There's a lot of that, like, you know, self-congratulatory pat on the back, we shall overcome, or we have overcome.
An armor and a satin hat with some flowers, and for the maid, and cocktails for the cat that never got me in the sack, and a muzzle for that fucking dog. And I'll cut off your nose hair and put on your pancakes and yell supper is served so the butler can take a night off and throw some darts at Granddad. And no, that is not a proletariat statement. And for dessert I'll serve pigs in a blanket garnished with spaghetti Suzette with some lighter fluid and a lock of your ma's pubic hair to torch that fucking sofa to the ground. Cause it ain't Art Deco no matter how hard you try, and the vinyl siding may go up in flames, but it really ain't little pink houses after all, now is it, toots?
Amen.
Who is the man behind the mask for Rich Millett?
Who's the man behind the mask of Rich Millett? That's a really hard question for me to answer.
But ultimately, I'd probably have to say Al Pacino. And that's the problem. You see, not sharp enough.
How would you suggest fixing it?
How would I suggest fixing it? Read lots of Nietzsche, and watch Satyricon by Fellini.
You like Ayn Rand?
Huh?
Do you know who Ayn Rand is?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. But I do like this chap named Thomas McKenna. Terrence. Oh, the blasphemy.
Know them.
Because Teresa isn't PK.
It's very true. She's TK. If you want to be
One step removed, isn't it? Okay, have you any ambitions to train a protege?
Hell no, they never listen. And then later on they just write a tell-all about you anyway, so...
Oh, we can't have that, man.
No. Get it together, get it yourself. The feelings you had linger for months. Under the ground, garden life albatross, she bleeds all over me. I say ball and chain in simple words. Idealization, affiliation, detoxification, menstruation. Dirt in the coffin, she's bleeding on the flower stems. Up in the air, salivating tissue. Under the ground, dirt on the nails, bleeding again. Extend a hand in loving help, but maybe you should just kill yourself. I can get away with a lot when you're pretending to be somebody else.
Here's one I haven't given the title to yet. But as Rich Prince is about, we'll read it anyway.
Oh, don't lie to me. Go right ahead.
Here's one. It goes like this.
Hey, Paul, are you hungry?
I don't know, George, are you?
I'm fucking starving, dude. Rich, go get us some food.
Suck my dick.
After you bring me some food, we'll give you Marcy's car keys. It's snowing out. You could do like figure eights all the way there.
We should be commenting on her look. The camera should be taking the double take. But anyway. No, you're just your take on George saying for you to give him your car key.
I'm not allowed to film George.
Strict orders.
From above?
That's right. It's part of the revolution, my friend.
But George is allowed to film. Correct?
No.
He doesn't touch the camera.
I don't touch, be touched, or look touched by the camera.
You just heard.
But never seen. It keeps the mystique alive.
Amen.
Cause, Rich,
Yeah.
who's more bubblegum than Chairman Mao?
That's gotta be John Sway.
But thank you for playing. We have some lovely take-home gifts.
Are you gonna let Paul read, or is that the little prank?
No. We're not actually.
This is Break-In 97. A break-in.
Be my guest. I'm your host.
With the most.
Keep your hands to yourself, Rich.
And I am not yourself.
You wish you were yourself.
You can learn how to develop your skills to master any product.
I finally attained my dream.
Party platforms, sky surprising, oversized blue jeans, collective individual on a dense utopian whitewash, suction cup tinfoil, cocaine hips, and broken prisms. The cast of kids aren't too far away. Flushes of reds, internal organ ethnicity of amalgamations and knives. Operation table karma, sleeping on the floor and asking for change. Traveling by yourself is one of life's real pleasures. And I don't like... I can taste your nicotine in my pillowcases. You're so uncultured in your militant worldliness with your sculpted forgiveness and theoretical manners. I can see you're just sawing through flowers. Why you gotta be so immature? You're either flowing down the Ganges or rotting on the A train. I know who you want. I've seen it through your clothes. Yes, it's so hard your neglected sermons whine, but no one ever listens. And while you sink into the telephone noose, you can't quite act what I'm seeing. Darling, do you think I'm that stupid? They're all forever shudder at your cancer and pray for a piece of position inside your dour drywall? You unlocked a hole in my iris, and now you've skipped over the sliver. It's a shame you can't close me up again with your ex-boyfriend paradise and harem of guilt. You don't surprise me when you say you're always lonely. Your new fling seems like an easy taste, full of pride, bullshit, and plastic compassion. With his wan cheekbones and predictable looseness, he feels like the skin on your back in the winter, and his darting red eyes and unclear aorta, his translucence is getting boring. And I can only wish you the worst and hope that he hurts you, so I can slam the door in your face. You've had a resignation of thought, a decline of intellect, a fecal matter magic carpet ride. You look so old in retrospect. Your cabins no longer soothe me. Your veins are so wrought, your lips are so black. Your life is a parody of excitement. I can't believe I knew you. The one thing I can say, for all your faults, mood swings, and transgressions, is you make me feel so pure, so calm, so utterly together. All I really have to say is good luck and absolution, 'cause I know you'd be the only one to believe it.
Matt Davis. Notes of an art gallery. Trancy music on disc player. A classroom of shattered glass. Crunching light bulbs beneath shined shoes. The American flag has twisted itself into a knot. People walk and talk with boxed wine. An atom bomb exploded on a chalkboard. The creator greeted me with a handshake, and I sit detached, feeling aloof among cheese and crackers.
Creepy crawl. You can have your choice. Return of the Jedi, Spider-Man, or Batman.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna snap it? No, okay. Thanks. Great.
What kind do you want, Paul?
Margie,
What?
what kind of hat are you gonna get?
I'm getting whatever Richie gives me.
You're getting Spider-Man.
Ow.
Sorry.
Okay.
1. Faith. Young girl with clasped hands. Old women in kerchiefs and stale pews. The moment before a bungee jump. Silent incense burning. Pregnancy tests. Curled hair drumming dragons. A kiss with closed eyes. Faith.
Don't let me in here, man.
2. Love. A couple holding hands in bed. Jihad. Fannie Mae's in a fireplace. The priest and his altar boys. New York Stock Exchange. Riding roller coasters with Daddy. Mother holding a newborn silent. Love.
We don't give wisdom. Fruit nut.
Grape nut.
Plastic, costing nothing, yet designer, specialized.
Well, do you want me to, like, do it on the table first?
3. God. Crucifix on the wall of the motel room. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Green George Washington. Porno star erection on film. Snow-covered cemeteries. Backstage groupies for Aerosmith. A lit candle. God. 4. Sex. A handshake on Rush Street. PBS. Girls' First Holy Communion. Rush Limbaugh at morning coffee. Young alcoholic wasps. White Rose in Spring. Bill and Hillary. Sex.
Wait.
What a shame Mary Jane couldn't Boogaloo's more fun than hula hoops. Boogaloo's more fun than hoop-dee-doos, dee-doo. Do the Boogaloo solo, man, take it! Paul's gonna go back to piano now.
Now on this one, this is Paul, and this is Sarah. Paul is thinking, hey, who did steal the Kishka? I must know. Sarah is thinking, what's a Kishka? I must know. And I am drawn in, saying, I am inclined to believe it was the beef leaf.
The next one.
Right.
4. Sex. A handshake on Rush Street. PBS. Girls' First Holy Communion. Rush Limbaugh with morning coffee. Young alcoholic wasps. White Rose in Spring. Bill and Hillary. Sex.
Do you feel that you have a lot of teen angst? Or did? Since you're on the cusp of your 20s?
I think I did have a lot of teen angst, but I didn't know what it was. Like, you know, I wouldn't call it teen angst. Now I can call it teen angst. Now I can call it cusp of my 20s angst. Like reason to be angst-ridden.
Well, what would you call it when you were 16, 17? What did you call it then?
Overdramatics. Like being overdramatic about things. Thinking that it was, you had, you know, everything was too much to handle. But then just realizing, like it really wasn't a lot to handle.
5. Kiss. Dostoevsky meets Christ. Marlboro Lights. With this ring I thee wed. Hershey's. Guess Jeans. Ernest Hemingway's Last Act. Ground Zero. Kiss. 6.
What about Gene Simmons?
They always leave out Ace, man. They always leave out Ace.
Cashew. Olive oil. Here's 6. Death. Graduation Day. United States of America. Tipper Gore. Consecrated bed sheets. Wristwatch. Inhaled snow. Antiseptic tools of overpriced butchers. Death.
Decidimos acompañar a estas damas para conocer sus reales.
Coming to grips with capitalism. Capitalism doesn't discriminate.
Capitalism knows no boundaries, because everybody's a consumer. Capitalism can save the world. People separated by oceans, brought together by McMuffins. Coca-Cola pours past borders, giving drink to the divided. Everyone working together, from the sweatshops to the salespeople, joined in a holy crusade to bring people closer. Corporate symbols transcend cultures with a universal literacy. But what lay under the label? There are voices behind the buyers, ideas in the minds of the makers, older than any assembly line, speaking truths that can't be bought, words more enlightening than ads. Can the monster we've created also be our teacher, medicine man, guru, sage, and sensei? We've unleashed it on the world. Let's see what we can learn from him.
Hey, Paul, use the phrase paranoid schizophrenic in a sentence.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, remember me? I'm PK. Say it, Paul. Say it. Hi, remember me? Say it.
Hi, remember me? I'm PK.
Yay!
Takes your breath away.
Tal vez el momento más impactante es cuando dos de los chicos se desnudan completamente, lo que les ha traído uno que otro problema porque algunas mujeres más atrevidas que ellos los han sorprendido.
With the exception of the Renaissance, name your favorite historical period, Richard.
The period where no one got yeast infection.
You can't prove anything that happened yesterday. Now is the only thing that's real. You can try to prove that Columbus sailed on an ocean, but it's not the same ocean. It's a different ocean. It's a different world.
Tonight, we will be returning to the scene. A scene we explored once before. And so therefore, as it is Mr. Millett's birthday, happy birthday, Rich.
Thanks, Paul.
We will be heading off into the deep recesses of the suburbs of Chicago.
Oh, God. Let's go.
It's possible a person can be addicted to consumerism. Find something you like, and there's always something more to buy. Unless, of course, you keep running out of it, you have to keep replenishing your supply. But sometimes when you collect, you have to keep having more, even though the price is...
Have you ever had cyber sex before? It's a totally honest question. I'll be.
Your disk drive is so big.
All right.
Sarah has.
I have. I'll admit it. I don't care.
She loved it.
Did you cum buckets?
I did. It was like I had a fucking orgasm.
Well, that's what's usually supposed to happen.
Well, not really. Sometimes, like, if you fake it, you know, but this was a real one.
Oh, have you ever fed to fake it?
7 times online. They weren't good enough. But.
See how hard it is these days, Paul? Hooters. Good.
No. Could you reverse that when it's raining?
We're laughing at you.
We're just reflecting you back at yourselves.
Hey, look.
Good one, wasn't it, Rich?
It sure was, Marcy, and you can take the credit for it.
And I will.
Damn straight. You'll be getting your royalty check soon.
Thanks. I'll be expecting it.
Nothing treats me better than a ballet soiree. You've got to drink electrical serum to make Atari worth your currency.
Okay, let's do a nice general easy question.
Okey-doke.
What is the meaning of life?
Have a good time. All the time. That's my
Sounds good. Let's hope no beer commercial gets that phrase. Okay.
That's from Spinal Tap.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, it's from Spinal Tap.
People who were looking for scientific evidence, for example. People who didn't really understand evolution, but had been taught to accept it anyway. So we decided to create a video that would be the definitive answer that these people were looking for. And that's when Startling Proofs was born.
No, see, you have to understand, like, I'll go on, like, I'll speak for everyone.
Okay.
Right. We're helpless. We don't know that.
You know, like I was raised this way, and maybe there's some things that I don't necessarily like about like the way that I like what sexuality is and stuff. But, like I'm a and I am an American, and I want automatic doors in every store I go to.
And automatic windows in every car.
Exactly.
And like double airbags.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I need like 80 wrappings on like every fast food that I buy. I need to like waste as much as possible.
And have like all your shit, like all your Christmas presents wrapped for you at Neiman Marcus. Take it, man.
People say to me, Rich, how do you do? And I say, fine. They say, let me finish my question. And I say, okay. And they say, how do you do, Boogaloo? And I say, it's a matter of repetition. Jesus Christ is King. I said, get all excited and tell everybody that Jesus Christ is King. Jesus Christ is still the King of Kings.
John Sway is the man of the 90s. Papes calls him the Buddha. PK calls him Sir. I call him close personal friend. Strangled, if you will. So, all eyes on me, huh? Never forget, no justice, no peace. Bobby Beausoleil. Never forget, Gary Hinman. Helter Skelter, political piggy.
Right on.
No justice, no peace. Gary Busey.
Only Gary Busey.
No justice, no peace.
Yeah, fools.
Bobby Beausoleil. Never forget.
No justice,
No peace. Never forget.
Political piggies. No, I'm coming with you.
Would you like fries with that? Huh? Would you like fries with that?
What's the question?
Would you like fries with that?
No friggin' way.
No freaking way. Yes, we'll accept that.
Hey! Who loves you?
You can't prove anything. There's nothing to prove.
Well, we're animals, you know.
Charlie said that everything was death, and that death was life, and that death was all, and that death was this, and that death was that, and that death...
Eat a dick. Eat a dick like a clit. What's the difference? Shit.
Well, there's too many...
I wanna have some fun. Move my body all night long. All night long.
John Sway parts Times Square as if it's the Red Sea. John Sway is the prodigy of technology. It takes a teenage riot to get me out of bed right now. No big hair. I do not have an imagination. I only have a vision. Madonna giving head to a water bottle in Truth or Dare. Little Lord Corduroy pissing in his pants.
I want people to have some fun. You know, I'm not out to save anybody or bring anybody together.
I am a lineman for the county.
Hey, Paul, why don't you hurry up?
Gotta move on, big guy.
And bring the Valvoline and the Vaseline.
And everything in between.
I'm dizzy.
While wearing Vicky's dress from Small Wonder.
You know what, man? You know, in some of those still existing communist countries, you know, they're a little bit fucked up these days, you know, like... And you know what they do when they're standing in line for toilet paper and ice cream, and they're trying to get the quarter pounder at McDonald's? And the pain of misery and the rest of the world's capitalism rubs hard against their shoulders. There's only one thing they can turn to. One American export. Keep doing that shit. That can make us feel good and draw us together in the night. And that one thing is... Boogaloo! Big Hooters. Better.
Take the sacred, abuse it, make it even more sacred.
He's got a chain of flowers. He's sewing the birds in the neck.
When something incredible happens for God and the flesh is not elevated, the Spirit of God is glorified.
He's on the loaded. he's feeling a little down.
He's gypsy. No,
He's feeling no pain.
He's lit.
A metaphor for Paul's physical. As you see me standing here, I got my back against the record machine. Baby, can't you see what I mean? You might as well jump. Oh well, whatever, never mind. I'm just a boy with a new haircut. That's a pretty nice haircut. Thank you. You wanna fuck me? Deliverance style? The ladle stood up like a beefy young man and vowed he'd fight the frying pan. The frying pan fucked the door, said he never saw the like before. And the kitchen clock I was going to wind said he liked it from behind.
Oh,
Yay!
no!
Opa! Yay!
Beautiful, Rich.
And
Take the sacred, abuse it, make it even more sacred.
And Jesse Holmes.
Hi. We're hearing this song. I know.
I know.
Yeah, I think you should put that Betty Page shit down again. Tear your eyes away from
Okay, this shit should be put down.
tear your eyes away from Betty's beaver.
Mobb Deep called their record Hell on Earth for a reason. Think about it. Line dancing as the new Nazi boot camp. I do not have an imagination. It's fun to lose and to pretend. K-R-I-S-T-E-N. What's that spell? Why, it spells propaganda is explanatory fiction, of course. No big pants. I am not bitter. I am not angry. Oh no, I know a dirty word. I cannot write iambic pentameter, shitty convoluted plot lines sitting on the shoreline. I can only write an end rhyme. You know, she needs some like ephedrine or something. Yeah. Needs to be shot up.
There they go. Oh, there they go again! Oh, she blew a kiss! Oh, yeah! Oh, she's mine! I got the one on the right. They blew a kiss, Paul.
Oh, I'm so
They
touched.
like us. Come on, right alongside, Paul. I fucked that one up. I missed that shot.
Yeah, you got more meat in you.
Boy, did I miss that shot.
Oh, she's on my tail here. Reg.
Yeah, what do you need, Paul?
We're just reflecting you back at yourselves.
The boys should get the jewels and the finest kind. Oh, run your hand through my spine. Oh boy, you really know how to grind. Oh, girls, give up. The boys are coming. Down to the land of trees and bells, crackers.
Hell, maybe we're having an acid trip and decided to make a TV in your mind and tune in on the circuit. What do I know? Just a person that wanders downtown every day. See the masses of people going nowhere. Going nowhere.
Take the sacred, abuse it, make it even more sacred.
Rainbow skies that never could compare with the glory of your eyes.
Drum roll, please.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful thing. That's from Sarah.
That's from Sarah.
Wait, who stole the kishka?
It's a refrigerator magnet.
What's this, a mat?
It's a magnet.
One hell of a big magnet.
The PK zone.
Hang on, I gotta get a close up on ads.
So anyway, man, I think we should go call the Jew.
Jew.
Jew. No, we're not anti-Semitic, mind you.
We're very pro-Semitic.
We're pro-Semitic. And we're pro-semantics. Pro-Semitic 450. No, I didn't mean that. No, but you know...
and he's just a kid at home.
But you know who we really like is we like the Asians, don't we, Paul? See, we give it up for the Asian community, the Asian invasion, if you will.
I learned the lesson that existentialism is a bore, and after further recollection, the truth is that some people's lives are worth more than others.
I had to play this stupid song on the organ once for a recital. At McCormick Place of all places.
Oh dear.
Next question, as we've all been waiting to ask. Can you do the boogaloo?
Man, I wrote the boogaloo. What do you think? I wrote it.
There we have it in a nutshell.
I came up with the damn thing, you know. Of course, Madonna can do it pretty damn well.
Ready to kick it in the cunt tonight, big guy?
But nonetheless, I digress. I used to chew razor blades in the days of Miss Pac-Man and spell my name in piss on this fat girl's front lawn. It better work out. I hope it works out my way.
So that we can bring Las Vegas down in decadence. That way we can keep up with the Japanese.
Ah, we always have to try and keep up with the Japanese.
Yes, the blues I've got on the blue. I got the bluest blues. Yes, the bluest blues.
This is really interesting, isn't it?
Isn't it?
We're always getting smarter.
This is Tucker. Tim, get in on this.
Good luck.
No, Tim, you're gonna.
I'm just gonna observe. I'm gonna observe.
So now, you claimed
at him.
Now you know all of us.
You
obviously
met us at some point in our lives.
So what are you thinking of him about? You have the handsome hair. You have the blonde. You got the blonde going on. So how are you feeling? Are you feeling 13? Are you ready to do it?
I'm feeling 12 and a half, baby.
12 and a half.
12 and a half.
So you're in like the perfect NAMBLA age group, like ready to like get jerked off by like some like 45-year-old accountant with like a bald spot in Texas.
I'm thinking 52.
52.
I'm going for the Nabokov.
So like, okay. So you are like the Lolita of your time.
I am, yes. I am the bitch known as Lolita.
So okay.
We have it on tape too.
So how do you think that ties into Mbop?
This is all I have to say.
So you're into fist fucking. So basically what you're saying is if you bent over and dropped him, you would let me fist fuck you for the camera. For the sake of art, for the sake of Mbop, for the sake of America's birthday. You would let me fist you.
All I have to say is independence.
Hey, what's up? Independence.
Equals.
To the camera. Independence equals what?
Yes.
Equals yes?
Equals fist fucking.
We don't need words anymore.
We don't need words. We
are beyond.
We traveled beyond 36 chambers.
Yes. Enter.
No comments.
Best answer.
I'd rather date an Asian girl because they don't waste time, but I think about John Sway. Hey, who doesn't? I do not have an imagination. Korea, 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 Korea. Manoni is in Tangier stockpiling Tickle Me Elmo dolls with John Gotti Jr. and Julio Cesar Chavez.
Looking at the internet today, it's easy to be pessimistic about will people who do content be able to make money. There are three sort of views of how this might work out. One is advertising, and that'll be valuable, but only sites that are visited by a lot of people a lot of times will be able to fund themselves that way. Maybe the news sites, sports sites, weather sites, and that's about it. Then you move on to subscriptions, where right now, because you can't do tiny payments, micropayments on the internet, you have to buy a whole year's worth of subscription. You can't just have an article that you pay a nickel to go see it.
Oh, I didn't see those.
So I don't have any. I don't have any views on religion. I don't subscribe to any set of beliefs. I think most importantly is the power of your own mind. You know, if you want to cure your cancer, if you want to stop your coke habit, or if you want to read more books in a day, I mean, the first thing you have to do is set up your own head for it. So, I mean, you know, you can pray to God all you like, but you know, while you're on this earth, you have to get yourself out of your own shithole. And that's ultimately my belief on it.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I mean, as far as religion goes, I mean, all this, you know, I mean, more wars and death have been caused because of Christ, and you know, more Jesus freaks have committed murders than you know, I think Satan cults ever. You know, I mean, you get, and satanic cults are just as bad because satanic cults aren't beating anything; they're playing into the same system.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing the same rules of the same game. They're not changing the game at all. So, but I mean, all this Christ killers for Christ is just nonsense to me. I mean, it's interesting for Christianity, which is to be of Christ. They don't teach you to be very Christ-like, because all the religious leaders are the first people to applaud the second Navy Jack decides to go to war. So there's never, you know, I mean, there's not much pacifism there. There's not much love and understanding if they're gonna hate gays and not let women be priests. I don't see much. I don't see much love and peace there. So why would I want to be part of that?
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Oh, I'm tired. No. Darling.
You got your tits hanging out.
I can see, but I don't have eyes on the top of my head. I can't see what I'm doing up there.
Are those her nipples?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nips.
Her nippies.
Innocence of no one man.
Dear me.
We should go watch that shit back. Alright, just shut it off, man. Shut off!
Space Invaders still blips in my mind, the 1984 Utopia. Hey Ma, I got the high score, bake me some cookies, hesitate you die. In 1984, John Sway discovered Madonna. In 1984, my mother single-handedly revived the Farrah Fawcett haircut, though she still wore a bra. In 1984, Reagan won in a landslide.
We're laughing at you.
We're just reflecting you back at yourselves.
Show it to the camera, Mars.
Danny boy, the old soprano calling.
Charlie is you.
He reflects you. He's
He's
a
your
mirror.
reflection.
If you're guilty, then he reflects guilt back at you.
Because we're all guilty of the whole thing.
I am a lineman for the... Hi, remember me? I'm PK. Pa, this is the bomb. Happy birthday.
Lovely.
You're gonna like it.
Yay! Scared the shit out of him. Woo! Happy birthday, Paul!
Suck it down!
Suck it down! Yay!
I can't get my hat back on.
Here's the cap from the fat burner. Yay! Yum. It tastes good.
Sarah,
Wait, Sarah, get this shit. Get it on camera.
All right.
Get it out!
You sleazy
Let's-
prostitute.
Yay!
Oh,
Oh,
he's
dear.
nihilistic. Yay! Yay! Yay!
Oh, gesture. What a gesture should be necessary for thou.
Slipping dildo after dildo out of our mouths and the pussies. And if you're lucky, maybe it's a Thursday, I'll suck your tit.
One?
I don't even know what they are.
Look with your real eye.
Rich, you look so pretty. Get him on tape, Sarah.
Oh dear. Very, very nice.
The epitome of beauty.
And there are wonderful companies in this world, companies like Disney or Coca-Cola.
Wait, are you in on this?
John.
He wants to drink his tea.
What do you want me to do? I need the thing. Oh. Okay. Come on, Mercy. We're breaking in.
Well, Paul, let's bring you in at this point. Can you tell me what you've done with this video that gives it the ability to reach those skeptics out there?
Well, Sue, I think the most powerful thing about startling proofs is that it is a video. If you've ever tried to get an unbeliever to read a book, you know how difficult this can be. But give them a well-produced, fast-paced, entertaining video, and they're much more likely to take...
Do you feel that blaming America or blaming society or whatever, do you feel that's ultimately a cop-out? That's just, it's a cop-out. Like, you know, people should just, like, embrace
Start
it.
blaming
God
damn it! Blaming the men.
No, not blaming the men. You have to understand we're helpless.
We are helpless, that's why you have to suck it down.
We don't know.
You can still criticize.
You can criticize.
But you gotta keep sucking it down all the while.
Right, and you can't like blame it because that's bullshit.
Ahorita vengo, pa. Y pues ya, o sea, llegué, ya ahora sí, ya vámonos cuando tú quieras.
Ya no la encontraba.
Claro, ay, pues
Porque la gente siempre ha sido hermosa. Ahí vamos al...
Atari or David Lee Roth's mesh shirt, load up on guns, and bring your friends. I do not have an imagination, but I do have a vision. John Sway is the man of the 90s.
Atrevido o erótico, este es un show que ha cautivado a todo el oeste de Colombia, al punto que ahora algunas parejas empiezan a pedirlo mixto, para que haya para todos los gustos.
Arrogantly altered the X into a blatant swastika.
Dude, I know. It's a good idea, but there's not much you can do.
Unless you're sitting in the parking lot bullshitting or watching.
That'll be a stretch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven.
Heroin. How many songs can Sarah chop up in a night?
Lots.
The Cuisinart of the karaoke circuit.
Cuisinart of the karaoke circuit. She does not sing, she elicits commentary from the social crowd.
No, you know what the best one? You know what the best one was? Was the House of Mirrors, and they had that fat girl. Do you remember that? They had that fat girl, and they had like a wall of mirrors, and she. You don't remember this? They had this fat girl, like, and she would like come out in front of all the mirrors, and she'd be like, "Mirrors of mirrors." And they also did plastic seat cushionings, and they'd like show people like fucking like like these fat motherfuckers with like bro cream in their hair, like stuffing their faces on food, and they'd like spill like a banana split over like a yellow sofa, and then they'd like start crying, and then all of a sudden they would like all of a sudden like show that the same scene with like plastic seat cushions, and they'd spill the banana split, and they would just wipe it up and like start smiling and applauding, and like the chubby girl would come back on and she'd start talking about mirrors and shit again.
Must have been in church that day, I don't know.
They used to play it on Channel 9 all the time. And that little fat girl, mirrors of mirror. You don't remember this?
No, I don't.
Dude, she had like a red and brown
That's
vest
okay,
on.
I don't think it is that.
And a white blouse.
It does not.
Do you kick ass and take names, or just don't take any prisoners?
I used to take names. Now I just get phone numbers.
Do you do anything on the internet when you're kicking ass?
On the internet?
Mhm.
When I'm kicking ass?
Yeah.
I don't really kick ass on the internet.
Why not? I mean, is it just hard to like kick a lot of ass in cyberspace, or is it easier to like kick ass like over the phone?
Dude, it's pretty easy to kick ass in cyberspace. If you're kicking like certain people's asses.
We're here with the Pleasure Hunt, one of the other queens of Fest, along with Ruth. It's like a fight. It's like a Madonna.
Hierarchy.
It's like a Madonna whore Scorsese
War.
vagina war thing happening. So like.
But not a cat fight.
No, well, she's beyond that.
Apparently not with these two. Like
Far beyond that. Now this one, that is Cooch.
The girl?
And Cooch is thinking, oh dear, George is the bowl of peaches. That Paul is the bowl of peaches. George is the spider. Marcy is the rock. Donnelly is the bucket that Cooch sits upon. And I am the boot.
Excellent.
Little Miss Cooch. Little Miss Cooch sat on a pooch, eating some peaches and herb. There came a grasshopper who was hard and stopped her, but she said, "Go away or I'll come."
Is that where like come like buckets or come in buckets came
But that
from?
was before that phrase.
Yeah. Do you remember when you were this young?
Well, we're in business to make money, and
But the other thing is providing such a cash flow for you.
Well, it all belongs to the shareholders.
Yeah.
We're not dilettantes.
No, I know.
We are business people.
The children. Yes, the children.
Wu-Tang. 83.
Guys, can I hang out with
Where's your tongue? Why aren't you winking?
you? Because I like to be happy and have my eyes open all the time. Come on, guys.
You must be a bit of a dim ball.
I just want to hang out with you.
Con Bajo Alfombra y sin pagos mensuales hasta el próximo año. Y les regalamos un balón de Michael Jordan. Venta de primavera de Empire. 9 grandes razones, una magnífica oferta.
588-2300 Empire.
Oh, John.
You gotta guess what's in the
You gotta
recipe.
guess what's in this one, Paul.
I'll never guess.
That's the whole point, Sarah.
Then you can't open it if
Guess,
you can't
Paul.
guess.
We'll rub it against your head so you get a feel for it.
I feel like the great Karnak.
Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho. Mecca like a high, Mecca chiny ho.
Oh, Rich.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Happy birthday, Paul!
I worry about you sometimes. Jeez.
Oh, Rich.
Tell us about how you will not hide behind false premises.
Or false poetry.
Or false poetry, yes.
Here comes Mr. Millett. Mr. Grunwald, in addition to your occupation as a spool, is it not true?
Spoon.
Oh, yes, spoon. Spoon. Of course, spool doesn't make much sense. Mr. Grunwald, in addition to your occupation as a spoon...
Hi.
No.
You think you're man enough for it?
Shut up, Sarah.